we're back to the normal stuff, building cool shit. Our buddy Carl here, if you guys remember Carl.
How's it going?
Carl's been a customer, part of the family for over 3 years now. We built him an Evo. He bought the Evo, like 1,000 package with the 1,200, 1,500, and it's here now for something we'll show you later. But since the time, his wife got a green Evo 2020 that we're gonna do an SR 1000. And just last week, Carl was like, hey, I'm gonna go down there and I'm thinking about buying this car. Can you turbo it too? So he got this kid. Look at this. He bought this black STO that we're gonna do an SR 1000 on. He's gonna leave it in the trailer for now. Just to take back to his hotel and unload it. But just kind of wanted to start the intro on this video. This video will be about his 3 builds and have some fun, show you some behind the scenes, and yeah. A couple years ago, during COVID, unfortunately, a lot of companies were suffering from manufacturing delays because the whole world was essentially shut down. We've been using Precision ever since I started Cheapy in 2011, and great success with them. In hundreds of turbos, I've had a couple fail due to wear and tear. Right? We switched to Garrett. Garrett's OE, used manufactured turbo, and it's great. They work great. We've used the G35, we use the G40 1100s, and the G42s 1200s and 1450s, along with multiple shops all over the country and the world, and they're great turbos. I've heard a lot of craze over the next gen Precision stuff, and of course I'll try them. But the problem was the delays, right? So I talked to Reggie over there, and Reggie's like, yo, don't worry, we got you, we'll take care of it. I'm like, cool. Send me a set of 76, 75 next gen. So he did, and we put them on Carl's Evo. We'll go over it right now. And Saturday I came in, and we did the engine break-in. I did a hit on the gate, and I am blown away with how quick these turbos move. Literally full boost by 5,200 RPM for 76, 75 turbo. It's very impressive. So today, we're gonna continue tuning. I'm very excited to see what these turbos do, because with that kind of spool, if I can still make 2,000 horsepower, it's a win-win. Like, you have an ultimate quick spooling turbo that is capable of making 2,000 horsepower. So it's got T-map sensors in it, which is a map sensor and a temperature sensor built into one sensor. It's a Bosch sensor that we use on in between the intercoolers and the throttle bodies. However, they're 3 bars, so I'm gonna tap those out. So what we're doing is adding 5 bar boost sensors right now, so that way we don't run out of sensor. So let's get to it. Motecs have extra slots for temperature sensors, boost pressure sensors, etc. So then we'll just configure them and good to go. I kept these there just because we could keep that as the temperature side and as well as logging. So we have multiple, lots of readings from different places. So. So, 30 pounds of boost made 1,900, and I'm shutting it down early. The bitch is still climbing. I shut it down like 8,000. I don't like revving too high on the dyno. This shit freaks me out. Sitting in the car just like waiting for it to just finish doing the pool, it just kind of builds anxiety and stress. But 1,930 pounds, I am very impressed with these turbos. Duty cycle is about 40-45%. Duty cycles, we have 0 to 100, 100 being max. Clearly, as you get into bigger boost levels, back pressure does go up, so the duty cycles will begin to kind of increase from here. However, the AR is kind of big on this. We put a 115 back housing on it, so which helps with the flow. Considering these engines are back pressure prone. I'm just gonna shoot for 2,000. I'm shutting it down. There's no need to have bragging rights on the dyno. Rather let Carl take it back to Denver and have some fun, and me go home happy on a Monday. But Precision, super excited with your next gen turbos. You guys are killing it. Definitely, compared to the G40s, take a little bit more boost, 1,900. So these things are definitely outrunning the G40s, and the spool characteristics look mind blowing. Full boost, 5,500 RPM, 5,800. which is phenomenal for how big this turbo is. We actually just got in some 7275 to 6670s. I'm gonna play with them a couple. I think, you know, when we first started, you know, we went with 62 66s and 64 66s as the entry turbo. But now with seeing how this turbo performs, I'm excited to try the little bit smaller one. So the 6670 is my next one I'm gonna try, and that will probably be my base entry turbo. So then that, you know, people have a little bit more room to grow and stuff. Yeah, let's go. With this energy, it's good.
That thing popped.
2100 at 32 pounds of boost, and I shut it down at 8,000 and kept climbing. If I revved it to 9,000, it would have made like a little bit over 2,200.
That's still low boost.
Not low, but I mean, it's got probably, it's probably got like 8 pounds, 10 pounds left. So that's making great power. Very impressive. So just to kind of give you an example here, Carl. Okay, see the duty cycle? 58%. So it would max out at 100.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Yep.
So that means that we're seeing 35 pounds of boost to 60% duty. We still have 40% more duty cycle. Now, it's gonna, as the duty cycle, as we get into higher boost, it takes more duty cycle, but with 40%, I'd say it's got another, on the low end, 6 to 8 pounds boost left, okay? So we have more room to go.
So if we run the math, we hit our 2,400, 2,500.
I don't make 24. Yeah, it's just, I don't like to,
Yep.
let's go to an event and put up a number, you know?
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm hot. It's hot. SoCal finally got summer. Literally the last 2 days. So shutting it down there. So need to get greedy. Just to be dyno queen happy and post on with that. Carl will go to an event and have fun. Man, we've been knocking these puppies out. So we're gonna take this off the dyno, the roll bar in it, put a Whitfield roll bar in it, a Whitfield parachute kit on it, put it all together. And then I gotta do some street driving in Mexico. We went from like nice weather, 70s in Southern California, to a full-blown freaking summer. This is a sleeved engine. So it uses the Curlo CP rotating assembly, which we've been using. And then ARP head studs. Great success with this rotating assembly. The machine shop tells me balancing things is much easier. And clearly it's working great. All the engines we've been doing, been using this rotating assembly, and I've had great success this year with our engine program. Like anything, you know, like when we first started doing, I was talking to Carl about this yesterday, when we first started doing transmissions, big learning curve, and then doing engines, learning curve. You know, they're working and put together. It's like anything, right? You find out the weak link to continue going. Kind of like one of the hit or miss things that people talk about, it's like the breaking point to a factory block. And now what they mean by that, it's like they'll crack in this area down here. There's people out there that have had good success with factory blocks, and there's people out there that over 2,000 put one of those in it. We've made 2,400 factory blocks. This is sleeved. This is going in a car with G40, so it's not going to see anything crazy power. It's more of reliability and just getting it and going. One of the biggest things that we've had good success with is switching over to the GSE valves for the retainers. GSE, for you guys are in automotive, I'm sure will not have a huge reputation, great reputation for valve train and the 4-cylinder stuff. So they recently made this valve spring and retainer kit. Great consistency in seat pressure and over the nose pressure from one valve to another. It's really what they put out and market is what you're getting with GSE. So very, very proud and happy using their stuff, controlling the valve, clear with more boost, higher RPM. Floating valves not necessarily good when you run them into pistons. So GSE's product's been something that really helps me sleep at night because it's good shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping this thing and continue the show. Before we close out this vlog, wow, it's been a couple months. We introduced the Black R8. Everybody wanted to make sure that we were prepared, ready to go, all merch, everything on the shelf. The guys have been hard at work printing all these new designs that everyone's gonna love. Be ready soon and get your monies ready. Because this puppy's ready to go somewhere. I really like this one. This one's bad. This one's gangster. you call a successful week? His 2200 horsepower Lambo's being loaded. His wife's 1100 horsepower Lambo's loaded. Ending the week on a solid note. Gonna be happier stuff. Let's keep pumping them out because we got a lot of them. Otto is loaded up and out in his truck, in this trailer. So he's got his wife's Evo and his race Evo, then his daily STO leaves next week. I'll be like you when I go to work.
I'm good. Happy.
All right, brother.
Man.
Thank you. Appreciate
Awesome.
you guys. Drive safe.
Thanks for getting me done. Yep.
Well, that's a wrap for this vlog. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll keep them coming.
All right.
Carl, my man.
All
See you
right.
guys later.